everyone, my name is Lindsay Albanese for those of you new to this channel, and my mission here is to inspire you every week to try new things. But today, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and I'm going to share tips and insight on how to make it in the fashion industry. Now, there may be some of you out there who are not pursuing a career in the fashion industry. Well, don't turn the channel yet. You should definitely watch this because everything I talk about today is universally applicable no matter what your career path is. And to prove that everything I talk about today actually works, I am going to share my own personal story for each scenario that's going to prove doing these things will lead you to success. Now, for some of you guys who don't know, my background for 15 years has been a celebrity fashion stylist. I've worked on productions from American Idol, Dancing with the Stars, Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood. I've styled Sarah Hyland, I've styled Jane Lynch, I've styled a ton of different celebrities. So that gives me credibility to be able to do this video. And I think it's also important to share that I did not come from an entertainment family. I was actually the first person in the history of my family to work in the fashion and entertainment business. So I didn't know anybody that helped me get into the industry. And I think that's really important to know because I think a lot of people out there are like, how do I do it? And these tips will show you it doesn't matter. You don't have to know anyone to be a huge success in the business. And furthermore, I think it's also important to share, I was a D and F student from elementary school all the way up to graduating high school. Now, some of you may be like, if you were a D and F student, how did you graduate high school? Well, I had to go on home studies. So that'll tell you right there. So I think it's important for you guys to know that because some of you out there may be like me and you struggled in school, but that doesn't mean anything. You can still be a huge success in your professional life. And this is only part one of this video because if you guys like this type of video, I would love to do it again. Maybe I do it every 2 months. So please let me know. And I also encourage you during this video, if you have any questions or, personal questions to ask me about my journey, maybe you want me to share specific stories or how I did things, or maybe you're in a situation yourself where you're like, I need some help or guidance, please ask me. That is also what I'm here for. So make sure to leave me your comments. Number one, the key to making your dreams come true is to tap into your gut. You need to feel that gravitational pull that pulls you towards your passion. You have to think there is nothing else you can imagine doing because if you feel that will be the reinforcement that will help push you through during this journey. That's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be highs, it's gonna be lows, it's gonna be a lot of no's. Like, yeah, some of you guys may get luckier than me, but for the most part, I mean, this business is hard, the fashion entertainment industry. And, there's a lot of no's before you get to the yes. So if you can really tap in to knowing, I don't have a plan B. Like if you feel like that, that's how I felt. I was like, there's no plan B. Like I know I want to do this. Like I have to make it happen. I have no other choice. Short of being Beyonce, I don't have another, dream career, So it's really important you tap in to what your gut is pulling you towards doing and pursuing in your career. Now, I understand in the beginning, you maybe need to dabble a little bit and I get it, but once you start putting in some time in an industry, check with yourself. Do a gut check and think, do I want to be in this industry 20, 30 years? And really think about that and, connect with your inner voice, like right here, and follow it. Because some of you guys may start in this career and then realize, oh no, this is crazy. I'm running out. I'm out of here. This is over. And that is fine. That is totally fine. I mean, kudos to you for, giving it a shot and then realizing, nah, pass, I don't want to do it. I get it. And that happens when, you do your gut check and you're like, yeah, I don't know. I thought I wanted to be in the fashion industry, but kind of now it's a little crazy and I don't think I want to. Then that's fine, But I think either way, you need to tap into the gut to figure out which way you want to go. To school or not to school? That is the question. Now, I highly recommend going to school or a specialized program in the industry that you want to pursue, especially if you don't have any ties to get into it. So for me, I didn't have any family in the entertainment business. Not in the fashion business. I had nobody. So to go to school, I went to FIDM. It got me in with like-minded people, which is inspiring. You know, you're surrounded by people who are pursuing a similar passion, and you can use the resources and the career center and, you know, the mentors and the teachers from that program. So I understand that school can be expensive, but if there is a specialized program in what you want to do, specifically, you know, fashion or styling, figure out a way to take it. It also helps to better fine-tune exactly what you want to do. So for me, I went to fashion school thinking, I want to be a fashion designer. I want to be Donna Karan when I get older. That's what I want. So I majored in fashion design. And let me tell you, when I went to school, and I think I was about a year and I was like, I do not want to be a fashion designer. I was kind of like, this is terrible. There's math involved. I have to create patterns. I have to draw all these things, drafting. There's math involved, patterns, draping. I did not find it inspiring anymore. But you know what happened? Since I was in fashion school, it inspired me to take another route in the fashion industry, which was styling. A friend of mine, I think, or a girl that I knew was sitting next to me in class, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm assisting or interning this big fashion stylist in Hollywood. And I was like, oh, fashion styling, I'd never heard of that before, you know? And remember, you guys, this was like 2000, so it was like 18 years ago. And it was literally from that encounter, from being in that school, that set me on the path to ultimately what I loved doing in my career. So important. So that's just proof right there that, you know, going or getting yourself into a program like that will really work to help kind of focus you and put you on the path to your highest potential. And I did graduate with a degree in fashion design, but I never applied it. I mean, obviously a few things that I learned in fashion design kind of integrated into being a stylist, but I never pursued a career in fashion design again. My next tip is don't be shy. You have to seize every opportunity that comes about. Anything that seems interested, or you're like, ooh, I would love to work for them, or I would love to do that, but oh no, I'm not gonna say anything, or you know, I'm not good enough, or oh, I bet they already found someone. All that shit that you make up in your head, forget it. You have got to seize every opportunity, because you know what happens if you don't? And you just sit back and you're like, oh, everything's gonna come to me. Everything's gonna come to me. You know what's gonna happen? Nothing's gonna come to you. Nothing. Everyone else is gonna get all the dream jobs and big opportunities, and you're not going to get it. So if you jump on an opportunity that you see quicker than the next person, it's that old saying, the early bird gets the worm. So I'm gonna share two remarkable stories that prove that seizing every opportunity and jumping at every possibility gets you the dream jobs. So early on in my career, I was working at a motion picture costume house. It's basically where all the big music videos and movies go to get, you know, let's say it's a 1950s movie. They go to this costume house and pull all the clothes. Or, you know, let's say it's like a 70s movie. They pull all the clothes. Or let's say they need cops. They go pull the cop uniforms from a costume house. So I worked at this costume house, and when I was working, like this was so long ago, and when I was working, the rumor went around that Britney Spears' stylist was pulling for her new music video for Toxic. Do you guys remember that song? Okay, you know, it's Toxic. Look it up if you don't know what it is. And if you don't know what Britney Spears' Toxic music video is, then God, you're so young and I'm so old. But I digress. So we heard that he was pulling in the showroom, and at this point, you know, you guys, this was like 2000. So Britney was at like the peak of her success. She was like the biggest pop star in the world, and there was like no one else. This was before Taylor Swift. So me and my colleagues were like, oh my God, I can't believe he's here. I can't believe he's here. I can't believe they're shooting a music video. And I was like, you know what? I bet that they need interns or an assistant or extra help. This is a big production. And I was like, I'm gonna ask, because I don't know when I'm ever gonna get this close to Britney Spears. Like I'm near a person that's in her life. So, you know what I did? As sweet as pie, I walked up and I was like, hi, I'm so sorry to bother you, but you know, I heard you're pulling for the Britney Spears video, and I work here, but on the weekends I'm free, and I would love to give you any help you may need, do returns, get your lunch, anything. And he was so nice. He was like, actually, actually, I do need help. I need an extra assistant. And I like died inside a little. And I was trying to play it cool because, you know, in those major moments when you feel like inferior, you're like, I'm not worthy, you know? You're like, but you gotta play it cool. And I was like, are you serious? And he said, yes, no, I would love your help. I would love for you to help style the supporting characters on the music video. So he's like, can you show up this weekend? And I'm like, yes. So will you guys believe I was on the Universal Studios lot assisting Britney Spears' stylist. So if you guys watch that music video, you will see there is well, actually every scene. So I didn't specifically style Britney, it was everybody else. It was, you know, her love interest. It was the guy in the video, you guys gotta watch this video. The guy in the video on the airplane that spills his coffee on himself. Like, I made that coffee stain. Like, it was just so exhilarating, the whole experience. And like during the 3-day shoot, I would like sneak away and call my mom and call my friends like, I am assisting a Britney Spears music video. This is so wild. So it's just such an incredible memory. And I share this with you to just prove that I would have never gotten that opportunity and gotten that golden ticket on my resume, you know, so early on. I think I was like 20 years old. Had I not gotten out of my comfort zone and asked in a very polite way. The moral of it is seize those opportunities over and over again, because at some point you are going to get exactly what you desire. So that Britney story is one of the many instances where I haven't sat back and I have seized an opportunity that came across my path. And it is so important that you guys do so. I hope this story empowers you. The key to constantly evolving is to always be a student. Always be a student. In the beginning to now. I mean, I am always a student. I'm always asking questions. I'm never like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. No, I'm asking. I always utilize my resources. I'm always asking things. I'm always tapping into people I know and researching and making sure that I'm evolving and doing better and learning so I stay relevant. It's so important. I think a lot of times we can get so focused on our goals that we isolate ourselves, sometimes because we're overworked, but also because maybe we think we know best, right? And the reality is you need to get out of that. You need to talk to people. You need to research. You need to take lunches. You need to go to events. You need to surround yourself with like-minded people, whether they're in your industry or maybe they're just smart business people. You need to talk to them, because you know what that also does? It inspires you. It inspires you to think differently. It inspires you to do new things. It inspires you, you know, it gives you a new perspective and maybe will make you see things differently than you normally would. It just gets you out of just your own head. So I encourage you constantly, you guys, you have to be a student. You have to ask questions. You have to get out of your bubble, because, and I'm guilty of this, you know, a lot of times I can, because I'm so focused, you guys, I'm like a racehorse. I have blinders on, and my husband actually helps me with this too. You know, sometimes it's like, Lindsay, stop trying to figure this out, or like maybe it's time to take a break and like take a lunch with, you know, your friend who's a business owner and maybe share, you know, what's going on with them and get a new perspective. Or maybe it's like, oh, I really should go to that event tonight. I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to stay on the couch and watch Netflix, but I really should go to that event because I think I may run into somebody that could inspire me, or maybe I'll make a connection with somebody that could end up, you know, being a partnership or opening up a door for me, you know, later on down the line. I'm telling you, when you feel that you are, you know, stuck and you're like, I'm stuck, I don't know how to figure this out, think about who you know. Think about your resources. Anybody that you can ask, phone a friend, phone a whatever, research, go to lunch, something to help you through this journey, because the biggest entrepreneurs in the world, they all say the same thing. They had mentors, they had advisors. They didn't just do it alone. They asked people. They were always a student. You know, they were open to information and learning more. And I'm going off on a tangent, but truly to this day, I'm constantly doing it. I mean, I'm calling people and, you know, learning things and asking, you know, different things about the industry to my peers or to people that I meet all the time. I have no shame. I mean, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna act like I know it all. If I knew it all, I would be a billionaire, or I would be, you know, who knows? I don't know. I would be God. I'd be the higher power. Like, come on, none of us know it all. So it's really important to always ask questions and to get out of your head. Get out of your head, get out. And even when you're really busy, step back and be like, how can someone help me right now? Like, how can, you know, someone inspire me to maybe do this a different way, make my life easier, or help me pursue my dream? So tangents galore today. I'm just really passionate about this. I hope that this video helped you. Please share with me your comments if it did help you, and any questions you may have. Like I said in the beginning, I may make this a monthly or bi-monthly thing. If you like this video is just a part one. So ask me personal questions about my career. Maybe you need advice on something that you're going through or something you're trying to pursue. Please let me know. I would love to help you in any way that I can. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.